Welcome back, my angels, to Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All, as we continue with your weekly readings for the second week of June. Going into the second week of June of 2023. Let's continue to cleanse the space in between the readings. Thank you for joining me. Give me a thumbs up if you like and appreciate the channel and the energy that I bring to the Sagittarius community. I do these really of my own time and accord. My channel is not monetized. It really means a lot to me when you do share, like, and comment and subscribe, because it helps the videos to get seen through the YouTube algorithm for the rest of the community. As always, if you enjoy what I do, you can visit me at my Etsy and bestow a gift to me there to help me continue getting the supplies and the cards and all the things that I use to get these messages to you. Cause a blessing, pray for. You know my mantra: what is to be shown will be known, and what is to be revealed, I truly believe, will be shown at this time. I can't stress enough when it comes to the love readings, they are general. Some things may pertain to you and some may not. For a real outlook, a real genuine answer on your particular situation, only a personal reading can do that, whether you get it from me or you get it from someone else. So don't be dismayed. Don't be discouraged if the message doesn't pertain to you. It may or may not, and that's okay. I truly believe whoever is to receive these messages and whoever this resonates with, they will be guided to watch this video. They will be drawn to the energy to receive these messages. Okay, we're going to be using my Tigris Tarot, one of my first decks that I created. And I know people always ask about my decks. No, I don't sell any of the decks that I create to the public, but I did promise you guys this year I will try to work on one that I will sell to the public. Following this weekly love reading, I'm going to start tapping into the other love readings for the month of June. Singles, couples, those in separation, what your ex is thinking, the karmic energy. So I'm really going to try and get all those love readings for the month of June out of the way. Then we'll tap into the ancestry tree readings, your career, your finances, your overall spiritual health and energy. Okay, so continue to watch the content. If you're not caught up, please find the free time. The information is here posted for you for your availability. Okay, let's see. We start off with this love reading with the Five of Pentacles. I feel some of you could be holding out when it comes to love, or there's delays in your relationship, delays in being able to connect with someone, or you've left someone out in the cold. This could be a past person that you refuse to take back, or if you refuse to reconnect with, or could even be someone in the present that maybe likes you, is offering their cup of love to you, but you just aren't interested. You're dealing with a lot on your plate. You're holding on maybe to past emotions that you haven't healed from someone else, or you just don't have the love in you right now. You don't have that feeling of love, that compassion of love, the desire to be in love or to share a romantic relationship or even a sexual one with someone at this time. At the bottom of the deck, with the Six of Cups, here we go. There's that person trying to come back, someone from your childhood, someone that you've had history with romantically. This could be a long lost love that you and they have had some time apart, whether you broke up or you grew apart. You could have been married to other people. Both could be divorced. You could be in different walks of life, but this person is thinking of you. This person wants to connect with you. This could be the same person that you're keeping out in the cold, or the feeling is that I'm getting is that they felt like they've been out in the cold when it comes to you. This person, your breakup might not have been good. Your connection, though you've worked at it, it never really became what it could have been or what you wanted it to be for whatever reason. We're not going to cast blame. But I do feel that this person feels slighted. This person feels like they weren't given the chance to make things right, if they did something wrong in a relationship to hurt you, and then you have left them out in the cold. You don't correspond with them. You don't reach out to them in social media. In some cases, you might even have them blocked. You don't speak of them. If someone comes to you with messages from them, you really have nothing to say. So there's a lot of damage control that this person would love the opportunity to fix, I feel, between you. And if they can find a way to reach you, if they could find a way to come towards you or to get a message to you that you will receive, they will start the process of giving you their friendship, their kingship, and also to show repentance for what they've done or what they didn't do in the past to you. The regret. I feel like they live with a lot of regret when it comes to you and them. In the middle of the deck, with the Ace of Cups, for them, this is a new opportunity. Maybe they've gone through some bad relationships. Maybe they've gone through that aha moment. Maybe they've gone through their karmic cycle. And through it all, they realized you were the one that got away. You were the special one. You were the one that really made their life complete. You tried to do everything for them. You were there for them. You loved them unconditionally. But they just weren't in the right mindset. It just wasn't the time. It's like no matter what Saggy would have done or could have done, it just wasn't the time for you and them, even though both of you, or you especially, Saggy, might have wanted it to be. But this person feels that if given the right moment and time and your attention, they feel like this is the light bulb, the light at the end of the tunnel. This is the rainbow. This is their dreams coming true. That if they had to go through everything they had to go through in the past just to be able to have this moment, to reconnect with you, to enjoy whatever time that was lost, it was all worth it. So they're definitely looking for the opportunity to recapture with you and to start anew. So now let's go into my Tigris Tarot Love Tales and see what other energies are surrounding this person that you've left out in the cold, this person that's trying to come back. For some of you, it may not be someone that's trying to come back, but it could be someone that wanted to connect with you romantically, but you never gave them the time of day. You never took them seriously, and they're still trying to break through your defenses. They're still trying to make you feel like they are the one. Sometimes, we're just not interested in certain people romantically. We don't see them as the one. And I think sometimes as individuals, we have to realize it's not always who we want is the one for us. Sometimes it is that hidden gem, that person that you would least suspect, that person that you have no desire under the sun to be with romantically, could be the love of your life. So we have to be open and be free to understand that sometimes we can't direct the course of our love and who it is that we should love. It's already been predestined. So whoever's supposed to be our lifetime partner, that partner that we, run into the sunset with, they're going to come in whichever way they're going to come. We might not like them. We might not receive them in that way. But that is our person. And it takes growth. It takes development. It takes going through the cycles of life, learning the karmic lessons to finally shed light on who that person is and to receive them in that way that, yes, that is your person. That everything that you thought, your past loves and your current interests, that you thought that was what you wanted and that's what makes up who excites you, and they never did. So you always have to keep your options open. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, so to speak, and believe that sometimes truly, truly, truly opposites do attract. And stop searching and running and trying to seek certain types of men or women. Stop molding everyone into this perfect form or this perfect model of what you think your partner should be and look like. Because ultimately and honestly, your true love is probably going to be so far from what you perceived it to be. So you have to be open-minded and have an open heart to receive what God really has in store for you as far as your partner. They want me to pull 5 cards. So we're starting out with watch the signs, neighbor, joint venture, fake it till you make it. The fifth card, a young man, and underneath the deck, co-worker. What did I tell you? Sometimes it's the person that you don't think it's going to be. Some of you could be working with someone that is your co-worker. It could be your lunch buddy, right? It could be your department head. It could be your boss. It could be your supervisor. You could be their manager, right? It could be someone that you're mentoring, someone in HR, someone that you're really cool with. How about the security guard at the front desk, right? Or the night porter. Think of it. You work with so many people. You interact with so many people. You build friendships, right? You talk, you go out sometimes, and you all get together after work and have fun. So why would you not think that somebody might not have an interest in wonderful Sagittarius, right? But again, you're looking for this perfect model, the person in the three-piece suit or driving the Lamborghini. You're not looking at that landscaper. You're not looking at the guy at the front desk who's wearing the security uniform. You're not looking at the janitor that cleans the ladies' room. But like I said, while you're trying to paint this perfect picture and pick a particular type and build your particular model of who your love should be, your love is that average person that you're thinking is not your person. So for many of you, you could be working or you are working with someone that is a co-worker. So watch the signs. There are signs being sent to you. Could even be coming directly from this coworker, showing interest in you, the things that they say. Maybe they help you out at work a lot, or they're always volunteering to stay to help you. They're always offering you lunch. They're bringing coffee to your desk. They're just, they're very happy-go-lucky when they see you. They ask you about your family and how was your day. And, watch the signs. Okay, not just about this person, but any person, how they interact with you, how they characterize you, how they seem when they're around you, their genuine interest in you, and not just the physical interest in you, but you and your life, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, your spirituality. You also get neighbor, someone in your neighborhood, a neighbor, a single neighbor. We don't want it to be a married neighbor now, because we don't want to be breaking up any families. We don't want any third-party action. But you could have a neighbor. There's someone in your neighborhood, not necessarily on your block, but maybe you jog or you walk around the block, or you've seen someone in the supermarket in your area or at the mall. So also there could be someone in your life that looks at you as a potential romantic partner. Joint venture also could be a business partner, someone that you're not thinking this is going to be a love partnership. This is strictly business. But when you spend time with business partners and you go out, and especially if you travel together and you're in hotels late nights and early breakfast meetings, you spend a lot of time together. You talk about your life and everything like that. Love can build, interest can build on that. And if not on one side, definitely one of you, if not both of you, an interest can definitely spark. So in a joint venture that you are working with someone on, that person could possibly get close to you and have a liking, which turns into being romantic. For many of you, though, you will fake it till you make it. You will be polite and humble with people, and you'll smile and be giddy, but you're really just kind of subtly blowing them off, especially because we want what we want who we want. We don't want anything else other than that. So when other people come to us and try to flirt with us and be romantic with us, or ask us out on a date or anything, we're like, oh, well, I'm so flattered, but I'm really busy tonight, or I have a date already, or I'm seeing someone. We say all these things. We fake it till we make it, because we're really trying to blow them off, because they don't fit our type. They don't fit what we feel should be our partner. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and that is actually keeping many of us away from our true partner. There's definitely the energy of a young man here. So for many of you, your partner of interest just could be someone who's younger than you. So never look never not look into that opportunity too. I know some people like to date people who are their same age or a little mature, but there's also the possibility that you could fall in love, or someone could fall in love with you that is about 5 to 10 years younger than you. Let's see what's in the middle of the deck. In-laws. For some of you, there is an issue regarding in-laws. If this person that's coming back or is trying to come back to your good graces and be in alignment with you again, be in a good place with you again, if you were once married to them, or you were marriage material, you were engaged, but the engagement got broken off, there was an issue with in-laws. Let's see what else we got. Entertainment. Yeah, this person is going to want to take you out to dinner. Caution, but there's the red flags again. You know, you're going to be very cautious. You're not just going to go out with anybody just because they want to take you out. Again, this is the energy, you know, for some Saggies, you know, you want the better things in life. You want to live a life of luxury. And not to say that you don't deserve it, but that doesn't mean that your perfect person or the person that you want to be with is ultimately going to be able to provide you that type of life. Maybe you're going to that guy and gal who is the money man, the investment person, the banker, the lawyer, and you're not settling for the construction worker or the janitor, okay, because you have high standards, okay? But you have to be cautious of that. You know, they'll wine and dine you, but also when you deal with men on those higher vibrations as well, they too have certain requirements that they need and want from you, especially when they feel like they're paying your way and taking care of you. Deceitful. Yes, men with money and power, the ones that some of you might be after, the ones that some of you feel would be a better fit for you, give you that picket fence house and provide the family and stability and the cars and luxury that you want. They're very deceitful. Yes, they'll give you everything, but there'll be a price for it. Underneath the deck, for many of you, when you deal with these type of money men or men of prestige, their karmic relationships, they don't last long because these men have other goals or aspirations. Their relationships are short-lived because a lot of them, they feel like they can get whoever they want and have whoever they want. So everyone and anyone can be arm candy to them and with them at any time. In the middle of the deck, we get obsession and true love. Meanwhile, the person that really loves you, the person that wants to be with you, is obsessing over you. You're keeping them out in the cold. Let's see what else the second part of my Tico's Tarot says. Remember, my Tico's Tarot deck is broken up into 5 different types of cards, 5 different sections. And each section deals with a different energy. So now we're tapping into another portion of the energy of the deck. They are undecided. Someone that does want to come back to you and want to reach out to you as much as they want to, they're undecided because they're afraid of how you will receive them, or they're afraid that you will reject them, you will not let them back in. They feel the loss of your love. Like I said, they're feeling the loss of your love because they've had several relationships since then, and I believe they kind of hold you on a pedestal, and everyone that they've been with, they compare it to you. The things that you used to do, the feeling that you used to give them, the kind things that you used to do, this vast amount of love that you used to pour upon them. So they do feel lost, and that's why they're out in the cold, not only because you're not with them, but they don't have that connection to your love, that warmth, that security that you provided them. They chat, date, and flirt a lot online. Like I said, I'm not saying that they haven't dated. They have. They've been quite busy. They're looking at their options. Yes, they've been dating. They've been looking at their options, trying to find that replacement, trying to get someone to love them, to get that feeling that they had when they were with you. At the bottom of the deck, they have tons of issues. So I'm not saying that this person hasn't done the work and that they have healed. No, they still have a lot of issues. They still have a lot of things going on. And for those of you where there was in-law issues with it, maybe that's something that they're struggling with, because a lot of partners, when it's problems between you and their parents, it puts them in a fine line. How do they pick between you and their parents? How do they, choose between two groups of people that they love, that they want to come together, but for some reason there is a disconnect? In the middle of the deck, we get they want to take it nice and slow. They want to come back to you. They want to reconnect with you. They realize it's not something that's going to happen overnight, so they're willing to take it nice and slow. If you're willing to let them even come back to speak to you, they're willing to do that, and they know that they have to do that. We also get the message of enchanted love, a sacred bond that is divinely guided and harmonious. This is what they think of what the relationship was that you guys had and what could have been. They're ready for love, and they're wondering if you're ready for love, or if you're already not involved with someone. They probably can't find out a lot about your love life because some of them are cut off from you socially, from social media. But they're thinking during the time span that you've been apart, that you definitely must have either remarried or you got with someone else. You've probably been in a few relationships like themselves. But they're wondering, are you happy? Even if you are with someone, doesn't mean you're happy. Reconciliation. So reconciliation is in the air this week of June of 2023. People wanting to come back. Lost lovers who feel like they're out in the cold, like you shut them out. You're not giving them the opportunity to come back into your life. They want so much to reconcile with the beautiful Sagittarius. Both my male and females. And I know sometimes I talk a lot in the female sense, but definitely my male Saggies, I am not leaving you out at all. These things can be all vice versa, both male or female. And then finally we get past life. Like we said, childhood, right? Childhood connections in the very beginning of the reading. You have a past life connection. And when you have a past life connection and there's some type of magnetic pull, there's a soul tie that keeps you two together, there's unfinished business. That's why no one else could complete you. That's why you're always thinking about this person, or they're always thinking about you and missing you. That you're both trying to fight the big fight of not reaching out to each other and trying to forget each other, but you can't. It's there. You're both trying to fight something that you both don't want to admit is there. Let's look the middle of the deck. Look at that, the attraction. If you were to see each other across the room or miles away, both your hearts would start fluttering, because that's the type of flow of energy that runs between the two of you, and you can't deny it. Before we come to a close, correct your mistakes, trust divine plan, refine your intention, and then underneath the deck, keep your commitments. This person is trying to make right. Like I said, if it was a situation where in-laws got in the way, or they did something to cause the relationship or the connection between you to break, they are trying to correct their mistakes. They've been trying to work on it so they can come to you in the right manner. They're trusting the divine plan that yes, there is some type of connection between you two that both of you can't deny. They're going to refine their attention, and they want you two to be attentive to the fact that there is unfinished business between the two of you, and that you are in denial. You can keep them out in the cold as much as you can, but eventually they feel like you're going to have to come to terms with your true feelings with them, and to keep your commitments. I feel that you and this person made very strong commitments to each other. Even if they weren't marriage vows, you really put time into this relationship. You built a lot together. You had a lot of dreams and things that you promised to each other, that you swore to each other that you would do for each other and be for each other. throughout eternity. And this person is kind of holding you to this. And that's why they feel like no matter what's happened, no matter how far you've had them out on the ice block in the cold, that if given the opportunity, things could change. Things could be made whole again. They can't explain. They don't want to take blame for what happened in the past. And they understand that maybe it had to happen to make both of you better people. But what they do know, Saggy, that you need to look at both sides of the situation. Just don't keep thinking about what they did to you, but also what you might have done to them. They want you to see from their point of view as well how they felt about you and why they might have handled the particular situation or what caused a particular problem that happened between you. That you can't be just one-sided. Abundance. You had a fruitful life together. There was a lot of love and emotion between the two of you. This person imagines the life that you could have had and the life that you still can have. This person really is into you, and they really want the opportunity to get out of the cold and back into the warmth of your arms. Last card. Healing family issues. So if it wasn't the in-law, it is something with family issues that came into play with the both of you. Maybe you both had issues individually with your families growing up, issues that you didn't deal with, that affect how you related to each other. Also, the family itself could have interrupted the relationship. Boundaries weren't set with family members. Could have been things said or done. And it's hard when you have to choose between your family and your lover or your partner or your wife or spouse. There's been many relationships that have broken up or been put on the back burner because of family issues. So I do feel that for majority of you, where this ex is trying to come back, whether you were married to them or you were supposed to have been married to them, or you were committed to be theirs forever, even though you didn't seal the deal maybe contractually, definitely there was some type of family issue, whether again it was individually between both of you, or it was the actions of the family, of the in-laws, that caused the breakup, the pressure, the buildup in the relationship. But this past attraction is still there. This person wants to be coming out of the cold. They believe there's a chance for a beginning for the both of you. Let's get one card from the goddess to close this out. I love and accept myself as a unique individual. You are unique, my Saggies. We are unique. And with that uniqueness, that is something that helps people gravitate to us, because when you fall in love and when you've experienced a relationship with a Sagittarius, it is like a magical whirlwind. And when you break up with a Sag and you date other people, given in time, you really see what a gem Saggy was. As crazy as we can be in our wild free spirit, and we go off, the edge sometimes, and we do crazy things, we're so passionate, we're so real, we're so honest. We bring you a love that is psychedelic and crazy and fiery all at the same time. But the one thing we always bring to you in that love is the truth, the integrity, the realness. And ultimately, our exes, our past partners, that is what they think about in their quiet moments, when they're laying in bed at night or when they're taking that drive home from work. How great a person you really was, and how much they either didn't take advantage of you in the right way, or how they let you slip away because of family issues, because of outsiders. So if we know how special we are and how unique we are, remember, think about the other person's feelings. Think about how they feel and how they might think of us. Like, damn, I really let that gem go and I didn't realize that diamond in the rough that I had. This has been your weekly love reading. Give it some thought. And hey, I'm not saying you have to take back everyone that comes through the door into your life, especially if they really put you through a lot. But there's two sides to a story. We all grow and mature, especially when outside influences, even your families, can cause havoc. Sometimes, you let time go by, and maybe, just maybe, that might be your person. You do have past life connection. There is something there that both of you are trying to run away from. And all you're doing is running in circles because ultimately all you want to do is run to each other. Namaste.